Hello, brothers and sisters of the end. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down in the nitty-gritty under 10 minutes. And if I say anything, if it's go over 10 minutes, that means it's something and very important. And everything I say is fucking important. If you have any comments, suggestions, or insults, you put it down below. Or questions, put it down below. It will be screened, monitored, and approved. Alright? So if you're not a comedian, I guess it's best not to say anything funny. And if you're a liberal, it's best not to say anything funny unless you have a question. Inquisitive minds are what I'm looking for. Questions, that's what I'm looking for. Now, this video is going to be about, I gotta waste a minute of your time because there's a lot of liberals and idiots out there, which I don't want them to subscribe or even try to pay attention to my channel because they have a very limited amount of attention span. And so a minute is about to occur, and this video is going to be about, don't turn gay because of a lay. Don't turn gay because of a lay. Now, has 1 minute of your time been wasted? Yes. Now I can get on to the subject, okay? Lately, I've been busy. I have to watch my daughter, of course, as you see her in the background on her little phone, educating herself. We're self-taught, teaching herself. She's teaching herself. I teach her too, okay? I play games with my daughter. I take her outside. I do all those social things that children should need, psychologically speaking. I keep her disciplined. I use psychology. I don't need to whip or abuse a child physically, okay? I don't need to abuse them in a negative sense psychologically unless there's something wrong with them, okay? Unless they're retarded. If I have a retarded child, then I'll probably get a disability check, okay? But my child is not retarded. Or autistic, okay? Now, okay, on the other hand, let's start with the subject now here. Now, throughout the internet and all throughout the media, all across the world, there are a particular type of men that you should watch out for. The first thing is that if they're attractive, okay, because I've learned something. I have gay friends, I told you, okay? I'm a comedian, they love me, okay? They try to touch my booty hole and shit like that. Yeah, sure. But I'm real comfortable around them, not because they can get my ass, or I'm going to get the ass, but it's because I like to learn from people, all sorts of fields of colors, because I'm a psychologist at heart, and that's one of my fields I love to study. I don't want to be a monotone person. I don't want to be just like the everyday person out there who's the boring old psychologist or the boring old psychiatrist or anything like. I'm not boring at all. I don't want to be those individuals, but I take particular bits and pieces of information and I narrow it down, I grind it, okay? You know what I'm saying? I think that's what everybody should do and keep it simplified, okay? So we won't, and to give a few reasons why, and those few reasons why is the gist of everything and what everything does and everyone does, through human behavior. But I found a particular type of men who are basically start off attractive, and then I asked them a question, I'm like, why did they turn gay, okay? I asked them, and a few of them said to me, one of them said it's because how they was raised. Another one said because they got raped. Something must have happened, a dramatization, okay? And also another one is rejection from women, okay? The least of the worst is the rejection from women thing, because there are a particular amount of men I've come across lately on the Facebook who are faggots, okay? I say that term loosely if a person tries to offend me, but I say all sorts of crazy shit on this fucking YouTube. Faggots, crackers, hillbillies, rednecks, jigs, okay, niggers, okay. I say all sorts of crazy shit. It doesn't matter. This is a freedom of speech country, and I hope it doesn't die down from that, because it helps me release myself, okay? You know what I'm saying? I talk to my psychiatrist once a month. That's not really truly enough, but I don't want to go there and get bankrupt because I'm talking to the individual, okay? You understand what I'm saying? I got a lot of stress, okay? Everyone does to a degree. Now, though, out of those reasons, okay, when a child is brainwashed to become like Jada Pinkett and Will Smith, they allow their daughter to be a faggot, okay, or a crossbreed or a trainee or some shit like that. That's really sad because they didn't understand to teach the child what the penis is made for, okay? So they just said, okay, that psychology is on up to them, but they also ruin society by allowing that to happen, okay? They didn't enforce it. They didn't tell the child, you better stop that shit. They didn't do that shit. They was like, you can go with the flow, okay, woozy, okay, 1970s, 60s hippie type shit, okay, you know what I'm saying? Now you got Jada Smith, the son is a faggot now, he's a tranny, he wants to be a girl, he wants to show his feminine side to the max. Now you got the other individuals who've been abused or haven't been raped, right? Okay, the second type is basically, it happens from time to time when a nigga or a cracker gets fucked up the ass, okay? He gets fucked up the ass, and then all of a sudden he likes the shit, okay? I said, holy shit, I've encountered people like that too as well. Like I said before in my past videos, I've encountered all sorts of strange, eccentric individuals. I encountered women who got raped and like to be raped from now on. You know what I'm saying? It's a small percentage of them, but they're out there. There's women who dress provocatively to want to get raped. But that's another subject. But I digress here. The second one is abuse. Okay, they either get fucked up the ass, shitty ass in jail, and they have the pants sagging with ignoramus, mental psychosis, which is problematic, okay, with society, and they think it's good, so they tell other men. That's why you got a lot of niggas now these days are growing up to be fags now, because they probably went to jail once or twice, and they got forced fucked, okay, and they like the shit, so they tell another nigga, oh, you gonna be my brody, motherfucker, my brody, right? And then the last one is the most pathetic one of all, okay, that's the most pathetic, is usually because they get rejected too much from the pussy. They simps, so they do everything in their possibly power to try their best to get women, and then they say, fuck it, I'm gonna get fucked up my ass, my shitty ass. So did I narrow it down really clearly? I did. Now stop saying I'm like David Chappelle. I'm funnier than that motherfucker. He got white humor. That's a black man with white humor. He doesn't even make sense to me sometimes. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? Rick James. I don't give a fuck about Rick James. Who the fuck is Rick James? Explain it to me. Rick James, you a crackhead or some shit? I don't know what the fuck, you know. But anyhow, he's not funnier than me. I don't want to be reminded of this. So stop calling me David Chappelle, okay? Now, he's a crackhead himself. You better watch it. He set you up one time in one of the comedy stands, okay? And he took your money, he robbed your asses. I remember what happened. All right, but the least one is because of desperation. The last one, okay? I can understand the first two because of abuse, you know, sudden how they was raised and brainwashed. But the last one, if you're an attractive guy, I've met some guys like that, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you. I can't believe you, man. You're a shitty ass. Don't touch me with your shitty ass. Don't touch me with your shitty ass. Don't touch me with your fingers. Don't touch me with your lips. Don't even get near me, okay? That's nasty, okay? I wouldn't even hug you. I wouldn't even get near you because you said that shit. I can't find a fucking woman, so I have to get my ass fucked, okay? So, don't become a shitty ass, okay? And if you are a shitty ass and you like the shitty ass, okay, you know that's not natural, right? That's just common sense. It's not natural to stick your dick up someone's asshole. Even if a man is with a woman, you're not supposed to stick your dick up the ass, okay? That's pretty nasty. That's what shit comes out. That's just shit. It's just fucked up shit. Now, I can say there's other things that's nasty, too. Like, you licking the clit, okay, or doing other stuff. That's minor compared to sticking your dick up a shitty asshole with all the feces and the bacterias and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just fucking nasty. Think about it. Okay? So stop being a shitty ass. That's the moral of my saying. Don't do that. Don't be a desperado. Don't be a Negro who's desperate. Don't be a cracker who's desperate. Don't be a hillbilly or a spick or a Latino or Chinese. Chinese, I don't think too many Chinese are gay, though. Their penises are too small. But, anyway, copyright. Okay, if you hear any music in the background, don't flag my daggone page because you hear some music in the background. But anyhow, peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of light and dark. I told you all of the reasons why, and then why not to. Because that will take away your manhood. You would never come back from that. I've never been gay. I never touched the ass. I never touched the penis. I never touched any of that shit. Never touched my asshole, my black eye pee, no nothing like that. That's nasty. That's a part of your manhood. Once you tell somebody that shit, you automatically lose your kingship card. You automatically lose it. The only way to lose it if you go to another country and someone never hears from your ass ever fucking again. Just get the fuck out of the country and don't come back. You lose everything when you said that, okay? Peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of blood and dark. Have a nice day. Peace.